Okay friends, this is what we're making today. It's your crafty charcuterie board. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is 2 sheets of like sturdy 110-pound cardstock. I'm going to be using 2 of these. And this is my favorite from Park Lane. This is like their plain cardstock. So we're going to start scoring, and you're going to score it exactly identically. Well, technically the lid has extra score marks. So we're going to score the base first. Okay, so we're going to start with 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch and 2. 1/2 inch and 2. You're going to do that. You're going to do that for your sides. 1/2 inch, 2 inches. 1/2 inch, 2 inches. And this is your base. And then we're going to score the other one, the lid, later. 1/2 inch, 2 inches. Half an inch, 2 inches. Super sweet. This is your basic board. And obviously, this is going to give us like an 8-inch squared box. The lid, you're going to put an extra score mark on all 4 sides. You're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 2 and 2.5. And that's the only difference, essentially. Because, you know, you're going to put a hole inside it. And you're going to put acetate in it. So, all 4 sides, 1/2 inch and 2 inches, which is what you did earlier. And then an additional 1/2 inch, and that's your marker for your acetate window. We're going to do the same thing for each and every one of them. 1/2, 2, 2.5. 1/2, 2, 2.5 for the lid, and 1/2 and 2 for the base. 2, 2.5. Last score mark, and you're going to score and burnish. 1/2, 2, 2.5. You're going to score and burnish. I'm going to do this offline. If you want to make it, for example, a rectangle, all you need to do is cut your 12 by 12 make it into a 12 by 10 inch. And that's going to give you a smaller box. And that's going to give you a yield of, instead of 8 by 8, it's going to give you an 8 by 6. So if you do that, I'm going to put the variation for the rectangle in the description box below. I already have a rectangle that I'm using, so I'm doing the square 8 by 8 box. But that's another variation if you want to create that. And this is what that looks like. This is exactly what it looks like right here. This is another variation where you don't put the acetate and you just leave it open. I do like this because it looks like a crafty charcuterie board, and I can, you know, when I am creating, I just put it right here, all the elements, and then it's all organized. So if you want like a charcuterie board looking box, this is what you're going to be doing. Super simple, super easy. It's exactly the same thing. And then if you're tired of this hole, then you can put an acetate, and then you are squared to go. It's going to be a box. Super fun, super easy. Okay, my friend, now that we're done scoring and burnishing this, we're going to cut the inner. This is the inner portion of the score mark. There's a smallest box in there, and that's what you're going to cut, and that's where your opening will be. I tend to use my cutter for this because I feel like it's easier. If you don't have a trimmer that has marks on it, you can definitely use your cutter. I did put like a scoring mark on my tool right here. You see that? And it's aligned with the trimmer, so it's easier for me to create these boxes. So I am just doing this one. Super fun, so easy to do, and you know, you can make your own boxes for Christmas. You can customize essentially based on the size of your package. It's up to you. I love doing this because it's a little bit on the extra special side, especially like when it comes to like the sturdiness. I love my own sturdy boxes. Okay, so, scratch that up a little bit. That is not a problem. So now we have a hole here. I'm not going to cover it with acetate. Again, I'm going to make it into a charcuterie board kind of look. But if that's what you want to do, please feel free to do that. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do the trimming on here. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to score your tabs. Oh, you're going to cut your tabs, sorry. Same as before. Don't use the inner portion, the first score mark. Don't use that. Use the second score mark, because that's only for your window. And then you're going to fold it just like that. Let's do that again. The first, not there. You're going to cut it right here. Your second. Because your first one is only for... The first one is only for your window or acetate if you want to. I do like to have it open. For my purposes, that's what I like to do. And then I'm going to do that on the same exact side. So we're going to do this 4 times. I'm doing it with you slowly, so it's easy for you to replicate. Obviously, you can rewind. Okay, that first score mark, don't use that. Cut this one. Essentially, we're cutting it like this, and then we're cutting it slanted. I'm just doing the shortcut version. And then you're going to cut a slit. Cut a slit. And just like that. Super fun, super quick, and easy. That's it. So you're going to do this for the exact same thing on the bottom piece. But remember, you don't build the lid until you've built the bottom, because you'll have to measure. I promise you it's going to be worth your time. Okay, I'm going to do this real quick and fast. And you can skip that portion if you wanted to, but I wanted to show you in a little bit faster version. So we're going to start assembly. I'm going to have this attach onto itself. This is a reinforcement part. We're going to do that for the other side so it doesn't bother you any longer, and it's no longer a thing you need to think about. Okay, so that's done. Reinforcement is done. Next, you're going to put your glue right here, and you're going to attach it so we can create the box. And we're going to do the exact same thing for all 4 sides. Okay. What I like to do is I like to do this. I like to do an L part, and I like to do a reverse L on the other side. It's just the top and the sides. So I'm saving on glue. It's up to you if you want to glue it on all 4. And then that's when I will attach. That's when I'm going to glue my reinforcement to make it clean and nice. Okay, just like that. Clean, nice, and sturdy. That's solid. Next portion, we're going to do the same thing right there. We're going to attach that. Easy peasy. For this, you're going to do the same thing. Reverse L. So that's the side and the top. And then this, you're going to put your glue right here for your reinforcement so that you're done. Just like that, very sturdy. And then you can put your decorative layer. Again, this is, remember, this is 8 by 8. That's the yield on this one. Therefore, your decorative size for your paper is 7 and 7/8. By 7 and 7/8, and that's going to be perfect. This side panel is 1.5 by 8, so since it's 1.5 by 8, your decorate, if you want to do a decorative portion on the side panels, it's going to be 1.5 is 1 3/8 by 7 and 7/8. If you want to decorate the inside portion or the outside portion, that is up to you. So we've done the bottom base. Now we're going to attach. So first of all, I'm going to attach this decorative layer first, so that it's no longer in the way and I don't have to think about it. Okay, next we do the same thing. Right there. Done. Next, you guys, if you have plans on decorating this is the time for you to decorate it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sliver in the sliver of this, because this is 1.5. So I'm going to put a smaller, maybe let me get some a generic colored paper. Maybe pink, because you can use pink in everything. Okay, so this is a scrap piece of paper. So since this is 1.5, I'm gonna do maybe less than that. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 7/16 of an inch. It's like in between 3/8 and 1/2 inch. That would be the perfect. I'm gonna do, let me do the 8 inches. I'm gonna do it a sliver less than 8, just like that, so that when we cut, I did mark it right here. So it's 7/16 of an inch. It's in between. It's in between 3/8 and 1.5. 1/2. 3/8 and 1/2. Okay. Just 4 is adequate, I feel like. And then let's hope for the best. Yep. It works, it works, it works. So I'm going to glue that. I'm going to glue that offline. If you want to do some stitching, you can. I think it's cuter if it's stitched. I can do faux stitching. It's not a problem. But I think it's cuter if it has like the decorative element to it. Okay, this is the last portion. Super fast, super quick, honestly. Just like that. That's it. And then now we're going to, it has to be, we have to measure it in such a way that, okay, I'm going to remove these. This just bothers me. Okay, sorry. I know it wasn't necessary, but I just had to do it. Okay, so we have to have a practice session. Remember that this goes right here, this goes right here. So you have to do a practice session so that it is not super, super tight. My suggestion for you, my friend, is attach this already. Since this is the lid, it will add extra thickness that you may not anticipate. So if you attach this already as a reinforcement, it's already part of the measurement. Believe me, attach your reinforcement so that it's no longer in the way. Next, you're going to do a practice run. You're going to practice right there. You're going to practice right there, so that you can see how far your thing is going to be attached. See, right there. It's so much better if you do this, I promise. And then that's when you attach. That's when you glue it. There's a sliver of it that's open right here, and that's, if you don't do that give, it's not gonna work. If you don't give that small give, you won't be able to open and close your box. It's a sliver. It's probably like less than 1/16 of an inch, but it still helps when it comes to being able to close your box, being able to open and close it properly. Believe me, I tried not giving this, and you won't be able to open or close it, because the box in itself is very sturdy and tight. See, this one is a little bit bigger. Normally the last one is a little bit bigger, but it doesn't matter. Just like that. Now your box is done. Now you can easily put your things, like for example, you don't have access to the Dollar Tree. This is my, you know, embellishment. Let's say I'm working on certain things. So if you don't have this, you can easily use this as your container. If you're creating and you want to be able to see all the things that you're using right now, this would be a perfect and easy DIY way of creating for yourself. I wonder where this came from. Maybe from here? I guess from there. I'm going to attach that again because it got removed. Okay, anywho. So you get the gist of it. It's just a place where you can store so many things. And obviously, if you want to add more, you can, instead of like this, you can add multiple layers, a little bit smaller. You just have to adjust everything is constructed the same. If you just change the size of your cardstock, if you score the same, it's going to look the same. So this is a way for you to do your own thing if you wanted to, make your own boxes at home. If you don't want to buy the wood, if you don't have access to the Dollar Tree, if they don't have this in your Dollar Tree, you can make your own. But this is something that I love using, and it's a great way to present your gift. You just wrap this in cellophane, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous aesthetically. It looks absolutely amazing. So anyway, that is it for me today. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. It's like a charcuterie board, but it's for crafting. It's a great way to display your crafts and the things that you made. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful crafty day. This is Christian signing out. Bye guys.